Satnam. Okay, we'll be doing a beautiful meditation on the self. And before we do a meditation on the self, just what is self? The Sufi tradition is a beautiful proverb. They said, I went to search for the self. I went to search for the self and I found God. And when I went to search for God, I found myself. So there's no difference between the self and the God. The self is a projection of that divine light which you call God. For an example, God is like a sun, okay? And we are the different pounds, and that sun is being reflected in all these pounds. So the self is exactly identical to God. In fact, it is God reflecting in you. That is what self is according to the yogic understanding. So it is pure. It is a part of you which you are never in touch. And the day you are in touch with that, all the problems dissolve. And this state of being is what the ancient one calls the Buddha, the Guru, or the Christ, whatever name you want to call that. So ultimately, when you merge into this self, you become enlightened. So you'll be doing a beautiful meditation to recognize this self, the qualities. When you recognize with the qualities, you recognize the self. So we'll be meditating on the qualities of the self. Let's bring our spine straight. Okay? Hands are into Gyan Mudra. Okay? Gyan Mudra. Now, this is your thumb. This is your thumb, your ego, your self. Okay? This represents the self. That's why you do like that. Person's ego is boosted, and if you do like that, the person's ego is hurt. You've been doing all these yogic practices, you learned it. And Yogiji used to say, everybody, Eastern or Western, have done all the 84 asanas of the yoga in the womb of the mother. So you were born yogis. You don't need to learn this, you just need to realize this. These are the qualities of the self. So this is you, ego, and this finger. This finger is called the Guru finger or the Jupiter finger. It gives guidance. And in your life, whenever you want to guide someone, what do? You use this finger. Go left, go right. Right? So what do? You connect the Guru, which is the guide in you, which is showing direction to you towards the self. Connect that with your ego. Okay? That's called the Gyan Mudra. Make sense? You know this, right? This is there in you. So you are not learning something new. You're just reviving that knowledge which is lost. Okay? So bring your hands like this. Eyes are closed. Okay? Eyes are closed. And let the breath be as it is. Okay? Eyes are closed. Just focus slightly on the third eye, the eyes of Shiva, the eyes of intuition. And let the breath be as it is. Just for a few moments. Connect with the breath. When you know the breath, you know the self. You know all the wisdom. The wisdom flows when you recognize the breath. Now slowly bring your awareness to your navel center. And feel the expansion and the contraction. As the breath is inhaled, as the prana, the energy of the universe enters you, you expand. You grow. You go beyond the mind and the body, one of the qualities of the self. And as the breath leaves you, you contract. This duality which is existing in you, the day you were born. To know the self is to go beyond this duality, expansion and contraction, yes and no, negative and positive. Still in the navel center. Now bring your awareness to the navel and visualize a well in the navel. A well in the navel leading you back to where you started. In the womb of the mother, this was the connection. When the self was illuminated, Visualize a well with 11 steps into the navel center. And this well is beautiful, full of light. It leads to the primal waters. Now take your first step into the well and meditate on the first quality of the self, and that is timeless. When you were not, this self was. And when you shall not be, the self will still be. The first quality of the self, timeless. You are timeless. And now go to the second step of this well and meditate on the another quality of the self, which is unchanging. It is changeless. It doesn't change with the thoughts of your mind. It doesn't change when you are happy. It doesn't change when you are sad. It is pure witness. And that is the third quality of the self. Come to the third step and meditate on the awareness, just witnessing self. You are the witness which is not affected. And now go to the next step, the fourth step. The self is the truth. The self is the truth. The body is false because it was created. Your addictions are false because it came to you. The self is the truth. Now go to the fifth step and meditate on the pure quality of the self. Pure. Go to the sixth. Meditate on the sacredness of the self. And go to the next step. Beyond duality. The self has no duality. Go to the next step. The self is your true identity. In life, you identify yourself with many things. Sometimes you are good, sometimes you are bad, sometimes you are addicted, sometimes you are not addicted. All these are personalities. Beyond all, the self is the only true identity. All other identities come and go. Go to the next step, we're almost there. The self is beyond the mind. The self is not a concept of the mind. The self is that which is beyond the mind. Where the mind ends, self is revealed. And go to the next step. The self is beyond the body. And the 11th step, the self is vast emptiness. Vast emptiness. Just shunya, void. That primal void which was there beyond the creation. We are almost there now. I want you to go into this well now. You have come to the waters. Beautiful healing waters. Submerge yourself. Go into this well. Go into this well. And it's not deep. Just feel the waters and mentally visualize playing with that water and just putting it over yourself, over your face. Visualize. It's cleansing yourself. Take that sacred waters, the primal waters, and just rub it all over your body. And feel yourself enlightened, sacred, shunya, beyond body, beyond mind, duality, and all the qualities of the self which you may be feeling in the moment. Just feel that qualities and identify yourself only with that qualities beyond the body and beyond the mind. Beautiful. Keep that sacred space. Identify yourself with the self. Now slowly start awareness of the breath again. Become aware of the breath. Let the breath be as it is. Anchor yourself with the breath again. Come back out of that well with all that qualities, with all that which you really are, and not what the mind projects. Feel that qualities and slowly inhale and hold your breath. And just squeeze yourself, tense yourself, squeeze the muscles, and exhale. I am, 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 I am. Good. Inhale, hold. Just hold the breath. I am not that, I am not this. I am, I am. And exhale. Slowly open your eyes. And just relax yourself.